Dueling campaign stops today in West Michigan for the state's two U.S. Senate candidates.
Yeah, Gary Peters picked up a key endorsement in Grand Rapids, while John James got support from an out-of-state senator just down the road in Wyoming today.
3, 2, 1.
All right, yeah.
An early morning stop for Democratic Senator Gary Peters in Grand Rapids Friday, greeting voters at a ballot drop box with the help of Mayor Rosalind Bliss, who endorsed the senator on the spot. After Peters taking some time to answer questions on the election and on the Supreme Court nomination of Justice Amy Coney Barrett. As a senator, Peters is in a position to confirm or reject the nomination if the Senate Judiciary Committee confirms Coney Barrett next week.
No, I will not vote. We should not be voting on a Supreme Court nominee while voters are voting.
Pro-choice advocates fear the conservative judge's stance on abortion could mean the end of landmark case Roe v. Wade. Peters making the issue a personal one this week, going public with his story about a medically necessary abortion he and his wife had to undergo in the 1980s.
We had a situation that had that procedure not been done, we knew that the fetus couldn't survive for medical reasons. It was clear. And yet she could have lost her uterus and ultimately her life because of politics.
Across town at Brand Steakhouse in Wyoming, Peters' challenger John James spoke to a small group of veterans. James, a combat pilot, was joined by Army veteran and 3rd District congressional candidate Peter Meijer and Senator Tom Cotton, another veteran who interrupted his re-election campaigning in Arkansas to stump for James.
And you look at our roads, you look at our schools, you look at our water, and nothing has changed. Neither will Senator Peters.
James, who sits in an almost dead heat in the polls with Peters, not at all worried about the president's trailing numbers in Michigan potentially affecting him farther down on the ticket. James saying he has enough support from outside the president's base to win.
The two-party system is flawed. Both parties have failed, and I believe having a veteran who is a nonpartisan running in the Republican Party as an independent thinking conservative, I believe most benefits the state of Michigan.
And at their events today, both candidates encourage people, of course, to vote early if they can. And a friendly reminder for those of you who have yet to register to vote and plan on doing so by mail or online. Monday, the 19th, is the last day to register. You can go to michigan.gov/vote to get that done and check your status as well. Just make sure you do it by close of business on Monday. But don't worry, if you miss that deadline, you can still register in person at your local clerk's office through Election Day, and you can also cast your vote there as well.